Hey there guys, gals and non-binary pals, and welcome to my rented Ruminations version 2.0 with upgraded graphics. Can't you see how lifelike and unpixelated they are? Anyway, after a couple of hours, well actually more than a couple of hours, a couple of days to kind of simmer down after the last vlog, I decided I want to talk about thrifting again. Yeah, I know, broken record. I know, I know, I know. But in fairness, my last video about thrifting was about 2.5 years ago, so not that much of a broken record, unless it's a really long record. Like we're talking long play, we're talking like years. But anyway, so I was out thrifting last week, no, week before last, and something happened that actually made me stop and think, big time. Now I've come across this in multiple thrift shops where they are literally giving away DVDs because they can't sell them. Nobody wants them. Or, to put it another way, nobody wants them second hand. Now here's the thing. I get it. You're taking a risk when you buy anything disc media second hand because guess what? They can be damaged. Very easily. They can be damaged. And I completely understand that. I understand that. But the whole thing about it is you're talking about maybe 50 cents, a euro per disc. So you're thinking, what in the hell is she talking about today? Well, that day I got all of this for €5. What did I get? Well, to start with, we got a UMD video copy of Sunshine, UMD being the mini disc format used by the PlayStation Portable, still sealed, never opened. Australia, starring Nicole Kidman and Hugh Jackman back when they were still really big. And I'm sorry, Nicole Kidman will always be a minor crush of mine. She's a redhead. And again, sealed, in box, never opened. Prom Night. This is a terrible movie. I mean, it's awful. It is a terrible, terrible horror movie that everyone should watch. Sealed, in box, UMD PSP. Yeah, you can play these on your PSP. And by the way, you can also play them from your PSP to your PS3 to your television, assuming you have those. Prince of Persia Revelations. It's not sealed, but the disc is there. The instruction manual is there. And the disc is in absolutely beautiful condition. I mean, it is pristine. That's what a UMD looks like if you've never seen one. It's basically a teeny tiny CD inside a protective shell. I loved these, and actually there was a time when Sony, I think they had ideas that the UMD was going to take over from DVDs, that they were going to try and push it as an alternate form factor. I like UMDs. They protect your content. I kind of like them, but what do I know? Oh, and Wipeout Pure. And if, again, it's, I think the same person must have owned this because it's absolutely pristine. Even the manual is pristine. And again, that teeny tiny form factor. And yeah, Wipeout Pure, great racing game. This is actually my second copy of it. I played my last copy of it so much that I had to replace it. So that's the stuff on UMDs. All of it perfect. Now, bear in mind, I got everything I'm going to show you. I got for a $5. A $5. So that's 5 things for my PSP. I also got Need for Speed Undercover for PS3. This isn't quite in as good condition, but it's damn close. I mean, there's no visible scratches that I can see. Even the manual is in pretty good condition, and these manuals in PS3 boxes have a tendency to get kind of buckled because of the positioning of them. It's in good shape. One of my least favorite games of all time, but I had to have it for my collection. Simpsons Hit and Run. Bear in mind, sticker on this says €3, and this was bundled in with the $5. So there's that. What else did I get? Well, I got Black and White 2 for the PC in perfect condition. I got Morrowind the sequel to Arena and Daggerfall. It's not the Game of the Year edition, but it's in perfect condition. Ether Lords 2, which I lusted after when it came out, and I don't know if it's actually any good. But it's going to be fun finding out. And finally, Heroes of Might and Magic 2. And I got this specifically for... I have an IBM PC compatible 486 laptop, and I got it specifically for playing on that. It will play on it. I got all of that for a $5 because I can't get rid of them. They literally couldn't get rid of them. And what occurs to me is a lot of stuff is going to start vanishing. Think of it the way that there's fewer and fewer Atari and Sega Master System and NES games appearing in thrift stores. Part of that is collectors, but bear in mind the people that know they're collectible are a fairly small community, especially in Ireland. Most of the ones that are dropping out of the market, they're dropping out of the market because they're dying as a medium. They're physically dying. They're being destroyed, they're being damaged, they're being thrown out. People are not realizing they're valuable and getting rid of them. And the same is eventually going to happen with DVDs. And that's kind of sad to me. But thrift stores can potentially extend that lifespan by people who are passionate about what they collect and passionate about what they watch. Actually going, you know what, I can stream this and I will, but I want a physical copy. I want something that I can hold in my hands, which is my thing. That is actually why I have so many physical copies of so many things. I like to hold it in my hand. And yeah, I know I also have digital copies of a lot of things I have physical copies of, and I'm fine with that. But I like the fact that if I want to, I can pick up a disc, a UMD, whatever, and I can just slot it in and go. I also like that I'm holding a little piece of history. It may be a particularly shitty piece of history, but it's a piece of history nonetheless, and that's important to me. So, are there going to be thrifting videos in the future? I don't know. I honestly don't know. The thrift shops in this area are pretty bad at the moment, to be quite honest. Their electronic sections are pathetic. Their games of any kind, PC, console, or tabletop, are pretty pathetic. They're mostly, at this point, resellers for really bad clothes that nobody wants. So I don't think I'm going to be doing that. I may do some of the fairs in this area, maybe in the future, but it'll depend on me getting my hands on a pair of glasses with a built-in camera. We'll see. We'll see. It'll take a while, and I have to decide what I'm going to do about it. But you are going to hear me talking about thrifting a lot more in the future. There are things that do appear randomly in thrift stores that are well worth picking up. There's a few that have appeared lately that I'm kicking myself over not buying. There was an IKEA. IKEA have this kind of springy chair. I don't know the name for it, but it's just divine, and I've wanted one for like 7 years, and I saw it and I thought I'll go back for that, and of course it was gone. I really wish I'd asked them to hold on to it for me. There was a leather recliner armchair. I really wish I'd got it. I so wish I'd got it, because I could have reclined it and played my PS4 and had Lulu sitting on top of my lap, and it would have been like old days. But yeah, not to be. So expect more thrifting stuff out of me, though not necessarily actually in the shop thrifting. Anyway, I will be back again on Tuesday with my next vlog. I'll be back again tomorrow with Diablo 3. Last episode of the games, the story part of it. After that we get into the challenges, which are going to be a lot of fun. I love the challenge section of that game. And of course on Monday, Fallout, with a 10mm that decapitates motherfuckers. Physics, Bethesda, do you even? Anyway, be good, have a great weekend, and bye for now.